Okay, so in the last two podcasts, we looked at total sum of squares and sum of squares within. In this podcast, we're going to look at sum of squares between each group. So sum of squares between. And that looks at the variance between each of these groups. Now this time, what we're going to do is you compare the mean of each group to the grand mean for each one of these data points. So if I just run through that again, that might make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing and understand. So for this chap here, his mean is 4. So we do 4 and then minus from the grand mean, again square it. For this guy, his mean was 4. Again, the grand mean is that. So that's the same thing. Plus this guy, mean still 4. Minus 8, the grand mean, squared. And you've guessed it, for this group here, it's 8. So the mean for this group here, minus the grand mean, 8 squared, plus this guy here. And finish that one off there. Finally, we've got this guy down here. So for this one here, his mean 12 minus 8 squared plus, again, 12 minus 8 squared plus 12 minus 8 squared. Bit of a long-winded way of writing it out, but hopefully it'll mean you'll understand exactly what I'm trying to get at. Again, get your calculators out and punch them all in, and you'll end up with 96. So our sum of squares between, or SSB, equals 96. Now, if we just get rid of these guys here, you actually don't have to work all of that out by hand. So if we put our SSB equals 96, you'll realise that our sum of squares between, so variance between each group and our variance within each group, if you add them together, they equal our total variance of 120. So once you've worked out either one of these, normally they're within group variance, so that's 24, then you can simply get your total variance, and your total sum of squares, and subtract your within, your sum of squares within, and that will then give you your sum of squares between. Okay, so now we've got our two important sum of squares really, which we can then use to calculate our F value, which will tell us eventually whether we have a significant difference between our 3 different groups and their tiddlywink scores.